Hello, hi, this is Rani Ahmed with you, and this is lesson 39, how to program using TCL scripting language on Cisco routers. And in this lesson I'm going to talk about how to log all the error messages to a server somewhere on the network. Now, what I've done is that I'm going to run this TCL script from my own PC. You know, you should have had installed TCL on your PC, and I will have to also add like a route back from the cloud here, which represents my PC, to the routers R2 and R3. R1 is directly connected, so I don't need any routing back. Okay, and the route back is just a static route to the routes routers R2 and R3. Okay, so now of course I'm using Linux, so this is how it's done. Okay, not this one, this one. Okay, so you type this command route add -net, which means the network IP, okay, which is the destination network IP. Okay, so this is where I send data to. Okay, I put the 192.168.2.0 and the .1.0. okay, so 192.168.2.0 and 192.168.1.0, okay, with the same net mask 255.255.0. The device here, which is the output, or this or which card that I should be sending the data through. Okay, so it will be the virtual bridge 0, Verber 0. So when I want to go to the network at R2, which is this one, this line, okay, I mean between R2 and R3, okay, this is the network here. So I must send the data through the network card Verber 0. And if I want also to go to 192.168.1.0, okay, so which is this network over here between R1 and R2, so I also have to send it through Verber 0. Cool. Now this way I can have a ping between C1 and R3, similarly between R2 and C1. Now there is the script that's already packaged in the Android application, okay, which is the Lesson39 log server, and this is the script. Okay, just to run it, we have to run it first, but then I'm going to explain how it's written, so I can edit it the way I like it. So chmod +x, okay, and this is the script file name. Now this makes the file executable, okay, on your Linux machine. Okay, now you can still run it on the router, but it is easier for you on the Linux machine to save the data, copy the data, you know, everything. Okay, you know, it's your PC there, so all the log messages, okay, and all the error messages that come from R3, R2 and R1, okay, will be sent to one central place on C1, which is my PC, okay, or anywhere on the internet if you want to send them to the internet. So as long as I've done this, I can just simply, from the current place or the current location of the folder, I can just from the terminal type /. See here, there is a dot, there is a full stop here. Okay, so we must start with a /, and then type the lesson39.logserver.tcl. okay, so here you think that there's nothing, and you might think that it is hanging or maybe frozen. No, there's nothing frozen. Here's my mouse is working, and this is also working. The issue here, this is a service that's waiting for any message to be displayed on this terminal, which is on my PC, and it's coming from the routers. Now let's go to the router side and start configuring the routers so they can connect to this server. Okay, so This is on R1. Okay, so enable, and then conf terminal. Okay, and then this is where the fun starts. So logging console. Okay, and then I press question mark because I want to show you something, which is here I have the severity, or how much verbose messages the messages will be. Okay, so it's how much verbose the messages will be. So it's like how much information you want to send, and how much detail you want to send in the to the syslog server. Okay, so and here is the numbers here. Okay, tell you what's the meaning of every one. So I'm going to, you can type the name, and you can also type the number. I'm going to select 7, which represents debugging, which is everything. Okay, I want to see everything goes to the server. Now, yet this means that all the messages that come on the terminal, when I, for example, change the configuration or shut down or something, or whatever happens, you see them coming in more detail. Okay, now yet here it's not configured to connect to the server. Now I'm going to connect it. So logging, and say host, and I put the IP of the server. Okay, and then type transport. Now you have to take it as TCP connection. Now why? And let me complete the command and put the port number that I should connect to, which is 9900. Okay, this is how I set up my script. Okay, you can change it later. We'll tell you when I explain the code. Now, why TCP? Well, you know, you need to send the whole information without any loss. If you the default here is to use the UDP. Now the connections by default use TCP, and the sockets here use a TCP connection in the scripts. Now if you use UDP, it's much like, you know, when you're watching a football game and the player shoots the ball, and then while you're watching the broadcast, okay, the ball, and as the ball is moving, okay, you don't care if some pictures or some glitches in the view, like or some cuts in the broadcast come in. You know, finally that the ball has reached somewhere. Okay, that's UDP. In TCP, no, you need every picture from the broadcast coming to you. Okay, you don't want to lose any picture there. Every picture is important to you. So this way I run it. And next, I just to make sure that it's really working, okay, logging and say on. Okay. Now logging this way should work. Now let's see what happened on the server. The server is still waiting for something. Now I'll have to go to configure the rest of the routers, just for sake of telling you that I can connect many routers at the same time, and all of them pour their messages to one server, so you can monitor from one table, okay, from one office, all the routers. Okay, you don't have to jump from here and there. Okay, so terminal, just to monitor every router there and send people just to see what's going on. So yeah, so logging console 7, logging host 192.168.122.1 transport TCP, and host port is this one. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake here. Okay, and logging on. Let me copy this because this is a very long one. I can use it on R3 too. So this is configure terminal, and let me just then say logging console 7 and paste the command and logging on. Now as long as I'm in the configuration mode of the routers, now let me tell you that I've added here new network cards, and you are here. I'm going to click just to show you that I've added a new card here, F1 and /0, and here there's of course the JPEG card G2/0. Okay, now what I want to show you are how the messages are going to be sent. So if I go to interface, this is on R1 and G2/0, and I say shut down, let's say shut down or no shut down, whatever happens, they will be sent to the router. So if I say shut down to G2, okay, we'll wait. If nothing happens, it doesn't matter. I can say no shutdown. Okay. Any message that should come, okay, is all I need. Okay. So such messages are called the syslog messages. Understood? So if we go to the router, to the server, see, they are copied to the server, and this tells me that those messages coming from R1. Okay, and they tell me when they did happen. Now if I also say shut down, okay, this is also sent to the log server. Okay, let's see from R3. Now R2 doesn't have any additional thing. I don't want to disconnect the connection over here. Okay, this vertical connection. So this is interface F1/0, and say, let's say no shutdown. Okay, let's see what happened on the router here. See, I'm getting from router 3 log messages. Cool. Now let's go to our script and see what's going on. Let me shut down the GNS3 because it's making the computer hot. Now this is our script. So of course you have to add this line just to make it runnable by your DCL interpreter on your Linux machine or any Unix machine, and the script exactly starts running from this line. Okay, and then waits forever for an infinite loop using the vwait, okay, until forever. This is a variable named forever. See, it's highlighted over here. Once it's set, it closes the whole script. This we know about it from the lesson about sockets. Okay, now of course socket, okay, I'm creating, which is of type server, and it runs this procedure named server, and it's waiting for connections at port 9900. Okay, we go to the server procedure, this one. So we know it takes a channel and the client IP and the client port. Okay, now this is global forever. Okay, if we need to do anything with forever here, I did not do anything, it's not important, but I just added it. Now you have to configure that channel here, the way the channel pours you data or sends you the data. Okay, once it's received by the server, okay, it should buffer it until it sees the end of line or the new line character. Okay, so it accumulates everything in the memory until it sees the new line. Okay, and then it displays them on the screen on the terminal. Okay. Now this is just to know who did connect. Okay. Now this here, okay, is the important thing. It's the whole bother of the thing here, is that we have a file event on the channel. Once the event is when the channel is readable, because you might have two clients connecting at the same time. So this might block the server. Okay, it might not. It will help also in letting the server, okay, print one client and doesn't print for the other. Okay, so that's why I put file event readable, and here I must have a code. Okay, now because I have to pass the channel value, okay, to the code here. Okay, I can use the command list, and therefore this will be the print log procedure down here. Okay, and this is the channel. Okay, so whatever is returned from the list here, okay, is given to the readable. Okay, and this will make the connection work in parallel, okay, between so many clients. Okay, so this is how I deal with so many clients at the same time. So proc print log, and I call the global forever. Now if I connect from anywhere and send in the message, okay, using the word queue, okay, it will set forever as 1. This here below the v8 will quit, and puts message, okay, will be printed if there is no queue. Okay, that's all. So if I press Q, set forever will be set. This will close and everything will be closed because I said here return. Now otherwise, puts will put and display the message that's coming from the router, which sends the error message. Okay, and that's all. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.